Hello and welcome. In this video I want to show you how to add audio to your fractal animations and also how to synchronize the fractal animation with audio. Both features are easy to use, but maybe a little bit hidden. Adding an audio track. To add an audio track to a flame animation, navigate to the animation node in the main editor and scroll to the field Audio File. By pressing the Choose button, the audio library will open. You can preview the audio track by pressing the Play button. Once the Play button is pressed, you may select another audio track, which will then automatically be played. To seek the currently played audio track, press the Forward 10 seconds button. Once you've found the desired one, press the Load Audio File button to attach it to your flame. When you now play the animation preview, the audio is also played, while Swan tries to synchronize the fractal motion to the audio, taking the FPS setting into account. This is only an approximation and may cause skipped frames, because the real-time rendering will usually not be fast enough to render the exact number of frames in real time. Multiple audio tracks. To keep the user interface clear and make operations simpler, only one audio track is supported in Swan. When you want to add multiple audio tracks, use some external program to merge those audio files together into one track. Synchronizing fractal motion with audio. Having only one audio track, synchronizing the fractal motion with the audio is very simple. You can achieve this in the Motion Curves editor. First, select the flame attribute that you want to animate in the main editor. Then, press the right mouse button on the label of this attribute. Turns when there is no motion curve for this attribute yet, a default curve is automatically created. Otherwise, the existing one is selected. Then, set up the basic animation of this attribute. You may also skip this part and use a simple curve with just one point. The synchronization of the animation with audio is done by modulating the motion curve with the FFT spectrum of the audio, recording the audio spectrum. To make the curve modulation work, you have to first generate the FFT data. This is done by pressing the Record Audio button and must usually be done only once. Only when you change the FPS value of the animation or choose another audio track or you increase the length of your animation, you need to generate the FFT data again. Be careful to record enough FFT data that it covers the whole animation. To help with this, there is an indicator that shows how many frames are generated. Important, because the FFT data is saved together with your flame, it is necessary to save your flame after generating the FFT data, otherwise the FFT data will be lost. Using motion curve modulation to synchronize the animation with audio. After you generate the FFT data, you can use it for motion curve evaluation. First, enable curve modulation by pressing the modulation checkbox. Then change the modulation function. For audio-based modulation, there are two functions, FT and sum FT, while the FT function uses the FFT data for one single frequency band. The sum FFT creates the average of a number of frequency bands. Averaging the FFT data may make sense to have a smoother animation, or when you do not know exactly where the interesting frequency bands are located. There is a total of 60 frequency bands available, ranging from low to high frequencies. The single argument of the FFT function is the number of the selected FFT channel, starting with the number 0 for the first channel. When specifying no argument, the default value is also 0. The sum FFT function has two arguments, the start channel and the end channel, exclusive. When specifying no arguments, the default values are 0 and 10, which means an average for the first 10 channels, numbers 0 to 9, is generated. You can also change the amplitude and the vertical position of the FFT data by adding modifying constants to the expression. Also, You could combine the FFT data with other formulas. There is a large area to play around here. Use the curve preview and the animation preview to decide what are good values before rendering the actual animation. This is the end of this video. Thank you for watching and see you in the next. Bye.